Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one and only just David. All right, let's go quick and fast. Happy Saturday. Couple of things. I want to get into the Valley. I gave the Valley a minute of my time. This week I watched the episode closely, so let's talk about it. I don't know. I don't mind the Valley. I kind of like it. Listen, I feel if you think back, this is what I find interesting. If you think back to like season two of Summer House, we still had the Workus twins. We still had Steven. It was before Hannah and Paige. It was before, I mean, of course, Jesse and West and Lexi, and it was before Sierra. So it was before Amanda was full time. So they really gave Summer House a chance because it was not an expensive show. Nobody was paid anything. And now look at what it's become. So, although I think it needs a little reboot, but my point is there is something to be said about letting shows breathe. And I really do feel the bones for the Valley are there. I feel like it needs a few tweaks. We've addressed this recent rumor that they're going to have a whole cast shakeup. And we addressed the rumor that then Alex Baskin says false. Not true. So I don't know what to believe. I'm not so sure we're gonna have a total cast shakeup. I just think there's too many people. I feel some of the people I didn't give a chance to in the past, like Jasmine and Zach. I'm starting to come around and get it. I mean, Jasmine's getting a little story there for herself, and Zach is really kind of funny at times, annoying too, but funny. So I don't know. I think that they are going to give the Valley because what else do they have? And that's why, like, as I was watching the Valley, I'm like, I don't not like it, but I like it a lot better. Like, I loved it when it first came back this season, and then I kind of didn't. And I'm kind of on a Valley kick again. Okay. So slide into the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Valley. But we'll sum it up very quickly. We won't spend too long on it because we have a lot of other things to get to. I have some Andy Cohen stuff. I have some Dolores stuff. There's a lot of rumors going around. You know what I'm saying? But that is what I so we open and I love how we're learning about Dark Side Daddy. I said if there's a reboot that there was no way that Danny would stay, there's no way Mia would stay, but they really are pulling their weight. I mean, I just think if there's a reboot and we're gonna shake up the cast, we're keeping Kristen and Luke, Jackson. I almost said Jackson Stassi. Jesus. Jackson, Brittany, Kristen, and Luke, and we'll keep Michelle and Jesse. So I could see if we're going to shake things up, we'll get rid of everyone else. But I don't think that that is where we are going to go with this. So we open up, we learn about Dark Side Daddy. Apparently, he likes to drink and he likes to grab women when he's drunk. I love how Jesse says, Michelle and I are the most sane people in the house at this point. I think that's kind of funny. They're still on their vacation. They're taking their vacation. They work really hard, these people. They got to take their vacation. And there's that. So we learn Mia and Danny, I find they're very Mia's just fucking drop dead gorgeous, whatever. But Mia, they accuse of keeping secrets, and Brittany's crying that she opens up her whole life. Here we go again. Someone saying they open up their whole life, and other people saying that they don't share enough. So it seems like when Danny gets drunk, well, first of all, seems they're accusing him of having a drinking problem, and it assumes also, and yes, I wouldn't keep Janet and Jason, and it assumes that they're also accusing him of being too touchy-feely. I think Jasmine has a really good point of like, if I were a straight woman, if I were Mia, and some guy touched her, how would you feel? Just because I'm a lesbian doesn't really mean you should touch and feel me. I kind of team me on this one. But apparently that's what Danny did at Jax's bar, and that's what he got kicked out for. And I mean, are you guys loving this show? Janet seems so concerned. Janet is such a troublemaker. I can't really watch Janet seriously because ever since it's now, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a fan. There isn't, but I have nothing wrong with being a fan and then getting on the show. It's just I don't like once you're there that you're trying too hard. That's my thing. I agree with Kristen. Janet just tries to be Kristen, Stassi, Lala, all wrapped up into one. And it's like, just let it happen naturally. That's the great thing about Doute. That's the great thing about Doute on the damn TV is like, she's not trying to be fabulous. Kristen Doute is herself. Sheena Shay, we have Sheena Shay. She makes her debut. Sheena has waited all season for this. I've got something to say about Sheena. So she's on a walk with Michelle, and Michelle is explaining like she's, close with her boyfriend Aaron. By the way, Michelle and Aaron moved in together in the real world, if anyone cares. Guys, we're going to talk about more than the Valley. I'm drinking water today too, which is so shocking, not coffee. Michelle and her boyfriend Aaron moved in together, and Michelle lets us know that Aaron said, "Your ex Jesse is crazy, and I just don't know if I could be in a relationship with someone with such a crazy ex." I mean, the rumor also is that Aaron got shit faced drunk at the premiere, fall down drunk, and I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this guy Aaron too. I think Aaron himself is like a fame whore and is thrilled to be on the TV, and that's part of why he's dating her. I like Jesse's girlfriend. I don't even know if he still has her, but Jesse's girlfriend in the OC is the exact opposite. She's like, don't even mention me. Granted, I don't know why you're falling in love and dating a guy that's on reality TV, though. But I like that a lot better than Aaron. This Aaron, I think he just wants to be on that TV. So he got really drunk at the premiere party, probably because he was so excited that, I mean, again, these people don't live in like Iowa. They live in Los Angeles. Like 98% of the people that come to LA come there to be famous or to have something in the business. So that's like my problem with that. Like I just don't like this guy Aaron. Anyway, Sheeta's there. She opens up to she opens up Michelle opens up to her. Sheeta reveals, "Oh, I heard all about this." Sheena knows everything apparently. If you have an issue, just tell Sheena. All I was thinking as I watched this scene was it was such a short scene. We've been waiting for Schwartzy, and although we saw a minute of Schwartzy, but Schwartzy and Lala and Sheena to make their appearance. All I could think about was this scene. This scene must have been so long, walking up that hill. And then it's cut down to 2 seconds. And I have nothing against Sheena. She's coming for LVP and her book. I just think that Sheena she probably watched last night and she was probably like, man, I filmed for 9 hours for like 1 minute of camera time. Sheena, honey, this ain't Vanderpump Rules. I mean, also seeing Sheena on the screen at the Valley, I don't know. I don't like when a show jumps the shark in the beginning. Like, and we'll get into Housewives, like when they bring people back, but I don't think personally, I'm not a fan of bringing Schwartz and Lala and Sheena to the Valley. I'm just not. And it seems different watching Scheana on the Valley. I mean, it could work. I'm not opposed to it. I actually think Schwartz probably fits in the best because he lives next door to Jax. But I don't know. I just think my whole time of watching this was Scheana thinking like, where's my big moment? You guys, we did the sandwiches. I have a Scheana now.